What's going on, internet? Selfish here with Retrospect. Have you ever found yourself getting ready to shoot a comparison video between the Odin 2 Pro and the Retroid Pocket 4 Pro, and all of a sudden, your triggers go limp? Well, that's what happened to me. It's amazing that Retroid already has a fix for this, so I'm grateful for that. But they are on holiday until the 18th of February, and it's probably going to take about 2 weeks to get it over here in the US after they get back and fill that order. So in the meantime, I'm going to show you how to temporarily fix it, hopefully, with a couple of these. Let's take a look. First thing I think we need to do is we need to put our Odin away. Then we will grab our screwdrivers. I should put a mat down, but I'm probably not going to. Actually, you know what? I'm going to grab the unicorn. I'm probably going to regret this, but this doesn't seem like something we need the mat for. I think we can get away with just using the unicorn tray and just repurposing it a little bit. It's already in my way. It's not working. All right. So, funny story. These are the wrong size. If you want to do this properly, you need these springs for a PlayStation 4 Slim, the DualShock ones, and I can put the part numbers down in the description. I live in America. They're not available in any size packs. They are available in Canada, but when I ordered these yesterday, they were not available in the US. So these are actually just for a regular PlayStation, and they're listed for a PS5, but they actually are for a PS4. Whoever listed it did it wrong. I looked up the part numbers, but they're for the original PlayStation 4. So they actually use a different spring kit, unfortunately, and they're not interchangeable. So we're going to see if this works or not. Either way, I'm going to show you how to get in there, and if you want to replace them or you need to replace them, you'll be able to go from where my directions are, is my goal here. So crazy. Once I figure out what size everything is here, I will put these sizes down in the description for you as well. So you do have 4 screws here on the outside. And I already broke my golden rule, which we'll fix here in just a second. My first thing I always do when I do these is take the memory card out, because some of these devices, for whatever reason, see how the memory card tray goes through where we're going to open everything up? Yeah, might as well dump these screws out. So this tray needs to be open anyways in order to get this out. Yeah, and the memory card sits right where you're going to want to put a smudging tool there. So we'll throw that bad boy up there. These ones look like they start here at the shoulder buttons, maybe? Probably should go watch a tutorial on... There is a breakdown tutorial out there for this, but I'm pretty sure I can figure it out. Yeah, just start at the shoulder button. Work your way around. Oh, yeah, lots of little snaps. Usually when they work like this, you want to figure out which side to close it on as well. We'll go from the other side again. I hate shoulder buttons. They're like the worst thing to have to replace or fix or do anything with. I wasn't so like hating them until I did my Game Boy macro, and those shoulder buttons sucked to put back in. It was like the only part of the thing that held it from going back together all the time, and it sucked. Okay, well, maybe we'll just continue on where we started. This should all still be open. There we go. So now we just have this middle here, and we have the top. Top's going to be kind of tricky. Maybe. Nope, maybe not. So this goes around. Try not to do that. Okay. And voila. Maybe. Maybe. Yep. Cool. Well, that's pretty. Looks nice in there. A little dusty already. I have to clean that up a little bit before I put her back together. Okay, so here is our problem. So the spring is right there on the good one, right? And the bad one, I'm guessing it broke. Yeah, it broke right there. So the tension is wrong. It actually looks like it just bent. We're going to find out here in a second. 000. Huh, that was a double. And the Torx here is a T5H. So there's only 3 screws that hold this in. Obviously, 1, 2, 3. The easy part's taking these things apart. The hard part's going to be putting this damn spring on here. Because we see how we just released the tension? Well, we would have if there was a spring in there. Well, let's get these screws out of the way. Yep, and the spring is still there. It's not broken. It's, well, it is broken, but it's... Oh, it is broken. Now that we have these all pulled apart, you can tell that this new one here is significantly thicker than the one that was there before. So hopefully this will hold up at least until the new ones come as a replacement. The lengths look right. It does have a different body for the spring. If you look, the hole size is different. So we're just going to cross our fingers here because this hole on this new one is significantly smaller. Let's hope that we can get it on there. With all these lights in my face, it's hard to see. So when you do look at this, there is a shorter side, which I don't know if I can even get in the video. So there's a shorter and a longer side, and then you're going to prop it up on the flat part against that. So, oh, I see why they're sending you the whole thing. It screws up the trigger. Chewed right through it. Weird. All right, so the trick to this is going to be, this needs to face, this hook here needs to face down off of this piece right here. So you have to figure out a way to get it over this, and the one that I'm using again is smaller. I'll throw a link to this one down in the description. It won't be an affiliate link or anything like that. It'll just be a link for you to pick this up if you want to. I did order this in a pack of 10. You got to be kind of, it's interesting because nobody lists these right, so this could even be closer to the right one, but I believe that the ends are different sizes on the correct one. This is already bending the spring though, trying to get it over this, so you kind of want a little bit bigger hole on here, I think, if you were to do this right. But what I'm trying to do is temporarily fix this until Retroid gets back in the office here after the Chinese New Year. It's not on all the way. Okay, so I need to come up from the bottom first because there's a hook there, which I don't think is supposed to be there. I think is only there because of the other one chewing through this, but I could be wrong. I got the bag full of these and I bent this one, so let's grab a new one. Yeah, that one's bent a little bit, but you know, you do have to make the hole a little bit bigger, so it makes sense. Okay, so let's see if we can get this around this bottom part. Damn! That's why they give you so many, because you're going to lose them. There we go. So now it's in the right spot. So now we just need to get it over the top, which is going to be easier said than done. The top is longer, but it doesn't have that stupid hook on it. It would be easier if you go to the top first, but that's not what we got going on here. Okay, so now we're over the top. So this here goes like that. So it's up and over. Yep, and then we'll put this in, and then we have to hook it back to get it to fit underneath here. Easier said than done, I promise. So then what you got to do is you got to hook this back, get these pushed in. Did I just break it? Nope. Okay, now we have a working trigger. Look at that. Probably just because it's not screwed in all the way. There we go. Now we will take these tiny screws. That'll work. All right, let's get this back together. See, this is why I pulled the memory card out, because it would be just sticking out right there. All right, so on this, we just need to put our shoulder buttons back in. Right. Oh, wait, that's left. Wow. How about that? Right and left. Put our top back on. Now, when you do this, you want to snap the top in first. All right, because of this ridge right here. This will snap in easy, but you want to make sure you snap the top in first. That way you're not breaking any plastic because it's sticking out up here. So everything is back in. Then we have these last 4 screws here. Yeah, these are not magnetic. That's dumb. Well, it's magnetic to that. It's not very magnetic. Okay, fine. You want to do these cross corner, that way it doesn't torque itself out. Just give it a little bit at first, and then go and finish her up, and then back her off a little bit when you go to finish her up. So I'm just getting them down so that they're at least grabbing a little bit, and then... There we go. Put our memory card back in. Double check to make sure everything's working. We're good to go. And then we'll turn her on, make sure it's all working in here. Works just fine. So that's it. That's how you fix it. Pretty easy. I will throw a link down in my thingamabob to the springs that I used. Not quite the correct ones. Tension is slightly different, but actually it's the same pretty much. Just slightly more than the tension of the ones that came on here, which it doesn't, you really can't tell the difference. But the problem you're going to have is this hole here is smaller. So you really got to stretch it, which means that these springs are going to separate a little bit, but as you can see, it still works even after they separate a little bit, so it'll be fine. And this is just a temporary fix until we get the new ones anyways. If you have any questions about this, please feel free to ask down in the comment section. Other than that, don't forget to rate, subscribe, share this video with your friends because sharing helps grow the channel. And my wife says I'm more of a grower than a shower, so I could use all the help that I can get. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. Hey, thanks for sticking around to the end. Sorry, we got a little weird editing here. I'm home with my daughter by myself, so I had to kind of feed her, and so we'll do some dub over and stuff like that. But you know what? Thanks for sticking around this long. If you haven't already, do me a favor and subscribe. Also, there's a couple other videos over here. YouTube says you're going to like them, and I trust YouTube more than anything, so I'm sure you will. Anyways, have a good day. I'm out.